Welcome back to the LCS playoffs. We have Fudge and Raz here for Game 2 draft. Dignitas took Nasus and took Game 1, and now 100 Thieves is down 0-1. Raz, how do they bounce back?
I think we need to ban Nasus, guys. They were doing well up until that fight that we showed.
There you go.
There we go. Thankfully, I think that is the solve here.
I agree. Nasus is definitely broken, so I'm glad they banned that out. It definitely increases their chances. I still think that they do definitely seem a little bit better in the early game, especially decision making when it comes to like fights. I think they did seem a little bit cleaner. But at the same time, I assume Dignitas thought about like, oh, we played Nasus game 1, they're going to ban it the next game to win, and what are we going to do after that? So I think they both have a plan for drafts.
Yeah, as the losing team in Game 1, they also got to select blue side again for Game 2, so that would be why they are blue side 2 games in a row. Having switched up to the Nasus ban,
I would imagine Senna. But I know people have been walking away from Senna a little bit from priority, which is interesting. I've never had a situation. Well, there's been quite a few, but like Yumi. So but like a champion is like widely regarded as broken, but oftentimes being given away.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think sometimes there's just you play scrims and you're playing a champion that's not like an engaged champion, and you're losing and feel like you don't have enough engage or something like that, and then you just decide Senna's not that good. So they're first picking Rell, which is very interesting. I did not.
Yeah, second game in a row that they're first picking Rell. So they did it once.
Yeah.
They're doing it again into the Senna.
Not a big fan personally, but maybe they just feel like Eyla has to be on an engaged support. I'm unsure exactly what they're thinking. I don't think it's the best for drafts objectively though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, 100 Thieves has done well when they're pretty scrappy and have a lot of engage options. I feel like they're still the bloodiest team like in North America, and one of the bloodiest teams in the world, like going into playoffs. So there's a lot of that. So I imagine they look at that as like, we want to continue to fight. That's our identity. And Amumu kind of helps that as well. They have Amumu Misfortune.
Amumu Misfortune and Rell, like this is just terrible, and Bronzodia comp. So I mean, I guess it's good for 100 Thieves. They do excel in like engaging and looking for fights. So
I mean,
that style.
Who do you favor in the first 3 picks here? Because it is a pretty big departure from Game 1 with the Amumu MF on one side and then the Kalista Senna lane being locked into the bid.
I mean, I'm personally all for scaling, and I mean, it's a little hard because they did pick Kalista on 3, which obviously isn't much of a scaling champion in comparison to MF. They do have a very strong engage composition on blue side, but the only one that's really like counter-engaging or like countering the engage is Maokai ult, which I don't think will be enough. So I'm actually kind of interested to see how 4-5 rounds out the drafts, but I do think 100 Thieves seems slightly favored if I were to pick like just based off like ease of execution.
Yeah. The only thing I'll ever be concerned about, I know we talked about Rell being the first pick being a little confusing, is like, who's Rell's options, right? If you go on Senna, well, Kalista's going to ult here. If you go on Maokai, that's probably a good enough engaged ult. Maokai's going to ult you and make it hard for the rest of the team to follow up.
Right.
So Rell seems pretty easy pickings, but depending on the rest of their composition, might not be that big of a problem.
I'm thinking Dignitas might be trying to set up for a Renekton pick here with the Olaf and the Jax bans.
Yeah, definitely. I think Licorice is a very well-known. I mean, I feel like everyone's kind of just blind picking Renekton at this point. You go 4-5, you blind pick Renekton, enemy top laner picks Cassante. It's the classic boring ass draft.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like Hunter's, like Sniper thought of something else into Renekton. I don't know, but it's boring. I'm getting tired of it, to be honest.
I mean, we did see Wukong last game. We saw Wukong Nasus, but I guess we might be back to the standard. I guess Cassante or Renekton can both work if they actually just want to take the Cassante side of the matchup.
Yeah, it's possible they pick Cassante just to like make them less, like not really want to swap, because obviously Kalista Senna is such a strong lane.
Oh, true.
It's possible Cassante like makes them, denies them from swapping because Cassante is such a strong swap champion. But I don't really know what Sniper's going to play other than Renekton. I haven't really seen a lot of his champions. He does like Camille, I believe, into Cassante from what I've seen in previous drafts that they played. But yeah, the classic Renekton. Boring. Pick something new, guys.
Might just go Corki here. Just trying to see what 5 pick they could go for to round out their draft. Anything else is basically, I mean, AD.
Silas is still up and he'd be able to steal Maokai ultimate. He doesn't have other great ultimates. Quid definitely wants to be on something with playmaking, I would imagine.
That is
Okay,
terrible.
that's
a
some
playmaker. That's a playmaker.
You say that's terrible, Fudge. Elaborate.
I personally just hate Yone, especially when they have such easy ways of atomizing armor. I think you're just like hoping that you are Chovy and you are ahead 40 CS in mid game when you're blind picking the champion. I mean, I guess you're playing against Jensen. Maybe that's the thought process. You're playing against Jensen, so blind pick Yone. He's not going to counter pick you with anything like LeBlanc or something that's really difficult for laning phase. But at the same time, I just feel like Yone is just not going to be able to kill Xante or Maokai this game.
And it gets rounded up with the Corki, so Jensen definitely going to be slightly on the more defensive side of the laning phase. In last little bit of draft here, Fudge, which side of the draft do you favor?
I mean, ease of execution. I mean, I think I'd prefer red. I think I'd prefer playing red side, especially in a playoff game where people are not playing perfectly.
Yeah, less pressure to make something
But you
happen.
could argue that blue side has like control of.
Yeah.
They could, if they do get control of zones and objectives, they could find very easy engage targets with the amount of engage they have. It also is going to depend heavily on if sniper can get ahead. But the ball lane matchup is also, I think, going to be a little bit favored towards Dignitas. So we'll see who can actually start stacking the dragons and get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like 100 Thieves wants
think he
to
doesn't need
jump
it.
out to a
I'm sure
lead,
he
much
doesn't.
like they need to do in
Yeah.
game one. Let's see if they can come back and tie up the series. Casters, take it away.
The Lounge Game 2 about to kick off here. You know, we heard what they think about the drafts. What do you guys think about the draft so far?
I like that 100 Thieves. We're like, you know what? Let's go Omega, simple, all-in Wombo combo. The definition of Wombo combo. Everybody here is all in AoE team fight for a Misfortune ultimate. I mean, they got more outplayed, I feel like, by Jensen just going in on Nasus last game.
Yep.
You know, I actually did like the look that 100 Thieves had where they were like, oh yeah, way more spread map. We're going to do Nocturne ultimates and Zig Bomb for all these like pickoffs. And now they're like, you know what? Let's just go real simple and let's win a team fight with all this AoE. Let's just super hard engage. So we'll see if this look actually pays off for them.
It's also stuff that you'd think 100 Thieves are like pretty comfortable playing around. Again, relying on their solo laners to do a lot of work in these team fights.
I love it here. River as well already getting some emotes as they come through. And you get a little bit of a vision touch here, but
We got Raz standing by with Golden Glue for the interview.
That's right, I got Golden Glue with me. Last game, you had an interesting comp. You got Silas, Nocturne, huge lead. What happened?
We had a little oopsie in the enemy jungle where Nasus went and just destroyed us. You know, and I think that game overall we were playing pretty well. We just got caught a little bit in the mid late game, and I think we made some comp adjustments as well because I think we were a little bit lower on damage that game. But we really just made like a big oopsie in the enemy jungle, and then we misplayed a fight again that we lost Baron and instantly just lost the game. So yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that adjustment. You have a lot more engaged tools, Amumu Misfortune. What are you looking to do?
I mean, I just think the game's a little bit harder in general to win when you don't have an AD carry. Last game we didn't have an AD carry, and we were like trying to snowball with Ziggs taking turrets, and Silas was really strong in team fights. But this game, I think we have a lot more of a well-rounded comp.
I appreciate that. Gonna send this one straight back to the casters.
I like how he identifies it as, oh, we had a little oopsie, and then some more stuff happened. We had another little oopsie, and then the game ended. I think his point about AD carry is interesting. I also think the Rell priority coming out of 100 Thieves is particularly interesting and like indicative of how they really want to play out a lot of these team fights.
yeah, interesting is one look at it. I just don't like it right now. We'll see.
I didn't say
Okay, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna see it pay off, and we'll see as they get level 2 though. I mean, it did start last time with a 2v2 First Blood 400 Thieves, but then you know they did get return killed.
Oh, big scrap in top side. Oh, they're going to back off.
But yeah, we'll see this time as well. As far as looking at the overall comps, you know, both of them are very AD heavy with just the AP coming from your junglers. But Amumu does more AP, like does more damage than the Maokai does, even though both of them can rush the Liandries. Like Amumu with Conqueror definitely is rushing the Liandries and has so much, you know, percentage damage with the crying as well that, you know, tries to like cry through the front lines and get those big
Right
ultimates.
through the front lines.
Exactly. cry through that Maokai.
Sometimes
and that
you just gotta do
Cassandra.
it,
Yeah, you know, we've all been there. So I've got a question for you guys. Is Dig Season back? So these are the stats since week 6. they're getting some wins. Okay, if you kind of like squint and you don't really look at the first 100 Thieves.
What about that third?
There.
What about that third thing?
What about the 1-0 today?
Yeah, true. That's completely counter to the 0-3 of last time. And I'm very much happy to see it. So, Emily, you know, you did the interview ahead of the game with both Spica and Sniper. And with Spica talking about some of the improvements and feeling more confident this time.
Yeah, I think they were, again, really disappointed in how they did show up against NRG because of their practice was so much better. And I think they're expecting to do better in this series. So you see Spica kind of sniffing around mid. But I think the big thing for me going into this is how well they are going to be able to set up with this team composition and their, like, the Senna plus double AD carries with the Maokai setup.
And something that's kind of interesting to me, I mean, this may seem like a bit of an obvious statement, but I feel like there's been a lot of talk about how poorly Dignitas has done compared to expectation. But if they win this series here today, they're guaranteed top 4 in the LCS. And isn't that kind of where everyone would have power ranked them anyway? You know, so it's like, at that point, you're one series away from Worlds. That's kind of where people thought they would be.
Yeah, I remember after their first series, I believe, against, it was C9, right? I remember talking to a friend about being like, okay, Dig are kind of, we have like our top 3 teams and then Dig and then the rest. And then they ended up having a really rough like middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the summer. But this is, you're absolutely right. If they manage to win here, that's about where people would place them.
I think some of it is in looking at the games. They have done a lot of games that...
Oh, they're going to look for Zven. Flash forward. The Shattering Strike does force out the cleanse and the flash in response.
Amumu, look at Amumu still behind him. No cleanse.
Yeah, Amumu's coming in. River doesn't quite find it. Will he just try to flash in on top of him and finish him off? The Senna Root does land, and now he may have missed his opportunity. Isles could have blocked that. You have to feel like didn't take the bullet for his teammate. Zven goes down. That's first blood.
That's why they gave Amumu 2 bandages.
Oh, the dive on the top side. Not quite enough damage to actually finish off Licorice. Is going to be able to push him back, though. Sniper getting aggressive. Looked for the solo bolo under the tower. Couldn't quite seal the deal.
Yeah, and this is a way more comfortable position for Sniper on this Renekton compared to, again, I thought one of the things that Dig could have done going into the series is employ a TL strategy almost and swap to really, really keep Sniper down, especially to your point, Kobe, with what might be a limited champ pool that he likes to play.
Ooh, interesting there. With Isles actually chasing them, he was hoping to kind of draw them into an extended stay on the map as you had Maokai coming down and Zven coming down as well. But 100 Thieves are able to get out of there and go for their reset. But here's another look at it. This was the initiation, which I like, you know, blowing the cleanse early, and then they wait the duration, and River is able to come down.
Yeah, and the big thing is they know River is also coming down too, right? So even though he's low, he does get rooted up. It takes a little while to get there, and yeah.
Isles should have blocked that. I'm sorry. He should have blocked that 100%. You still have your flash. You eat that, then you flash out afterwards. I think you both live. As did we miss a kill in mid lane? Let's see. As Quid was actually chasing after him and did force flash. So that's what we're seeing. Okay.
Yeah, and we'll see if Quid is able to capitalize that or if River can rotate down after taking these grubs, as Dig did secure the first trade.
Yeah, nice rotation from 100 Thieves. They go up to the grubs, the Amumu, the Void Grub blender with the bottom lane swapping up to the top side. Easily going to be able to get some turret plate money on top of those. We'll take a look, though, because Spica's also coming back up to this side of the map and see how much they can actually get done up there.
And can they actually pressure Sniper on that bottom side in the 1v2? So far, Licorice holding on pretty well. Tanks generally pretty good in these kind of spots.
I wanted to see the Raptor fight. I wanted to see if Spica got any of those. The Amumu headbutt on the Maokai there.
Oh, Sniper dashing in, getting a big chunk onto Zven. Zven, remember, has no cleanse. He's trying to cut him out. Sniper may have bit off more than he chewed. He flashes forward, finishes him off, takes a bite out of Zven in the 1v2, gets a solo kill. And now maybe looking for Isles if he can actually catch up. Can't go for it. Does have to slice back to the wave. and back to the safety of the tower. I was asking if they could pressure him.
Yeah.
What about him pressuring them?
Yeah, exactly. Cassante is so good in when you do have these lane assignments where you're swapping your bot lane up for grubs, but really, really nicely done coming out of Sniper. Renekton's no slouch in these scenarios either.
And when he has flash advantage, it's such a nice little domino effect. 100 Thieves, not only did they kill Kalista and get first blood last time, but they got the double summoner spells. And now Sniper knows without the Senna root, there is nothing to stop him going for Zven. So nice job by him recognizing the advantage. Gets in there with ultimate on, saved his W there, flashes on top, able to get the auto into W. Zven down, and you could see the look on his face. Sniper here really flexing. That's why you put him on either Renekton or Jax. Really, really good follow-up, and that's about communication with the no summoner spells. They're very rare to see the top laners actually getting nice...
To play the game.
Yeah. I mean,
very rare, yeah.
I love this from Sniper, though, because when we talk about when he was really, really popping off in Spring and when he was doing super well, it's because he did always look for these windows, especially when he's on champions that he's comfortable with, like the Renekton, like the Jax. And it's really nice to see that he, even though he's had a much quieter summer, he absolutely hasn't lost that as a player.
Absolutely, and as Kobe and you guys have been talking about, this is kind of his comfort zone. As River's going to look mid lane, connects with the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Your fate is sealed. Quid comes in over the top and knocks down Jensen.
And that's so huge, right? Because this is going to be great for Quid. We talked about how it could potentially be difficult for this Yone to play the game. That sets him up in a great position for this mid game, and he should be able to get this played as well.
And big thing to me is that Jensen is the real scaling factor on Dignitas. So by taking out Jensen, you're also denying those minions right now that Maokai is soaking up in mid lane. So now your Corki's going to be underfed. Your Maokai did not go Leandries, actually rushed into the shield. So Locket of the Iron Solari instead, you're going to be very light on magic damage here for Dignitas, and your Corki is going to be put further behind. So I just feel like this mounting pressure for 100 Thieves, even though it is very early into the game, it is taking away a lot of options from what Dig would want to have later.
And your Kalista bot lane is actually behind, right? So this is something that Dig, we saw in their game 2 previously against 100 Thieves when they were trying to play pushing bot. They were able to get those turret plates when 100 Thieves swapped their bot lane top.
There's actually, I don't know if this was actually an accident or some low-key trash talk. I think it's more low-key trash talk from Quid, but he timed Jensen's summoners in all chat after they killed him.
Then he said sorry.
He said sorry. Which is, but I don't know if it's like a haha sarcastic sorry or...
Let's go back and check the cams. We gotta check player cams.
Yeah, we gotta zoom in on the face, enhance. We're gonna have to go deeper. As,
what was he thinking?
Eyla maybe went a little bit too deep on this one. Spica falls him over the wall, but he is gonna be crashing down to safety, and Dignitas will start up the grubs. 5 members already there. Sniper has no TP, but he is making the long trek out towards top lane after having pushed in that bot. So we'll see if there is going to be a fight breaking out. It seems like 100 Thieves want to try to fight for it, but 2 of them are already gone, and that's going to be all they take. They will get their 2, and they will back it out for now. But that is going to be 4, and that is going to be the one grubby spawn over 400 Thieves.
Yeah, ideally Dignitas wanted to deny the extra one there, but they saw Sniper on the mid wave, and he had walked his way all the way up, or waddled for the crocodile up through the river here, and so they had to back off. Not willing to give any more money, because if you give a snowball fight right there and you get caught, then 100 Thieves are actually going to get towers off of it. And actually, they're looking for a top side play that probably got spotted by that Tri-Brush ward, or the little pixel ward.
River does cut the wave, so they're showing that they want to go for this. Isles is walking out towards top, but there's only the 2 minions. I don't really think they're going to commit to the play, but we'll see. Quid is cheating up towards that top side, and if Isles gets up here, I think it should be a defense, but they are setting up for the play. Let's see if Licorice can hold on. There's the Shattering Strike. The Dawn Shadow comes over the top. Bullet time, getting Licorice low, but not nearly low enough, as Jensen does respond with the TP, and now can Dignitas find something back? Doesn't look like it, as the knockback from the Intofo strikes does not find Tomo, and they do force out the TP.
Yeah, with that TP coming through, though, the Renekton should be able to get more turret damage on this bot side, so that more gold going into Sniper,
Well,
even
look
with
at
the
Maokai
TP
behind
coming into
Renekton.
response.
He's actually way deep flanking here, and Licorice is going to look for a potential chase down. Zven is coming down as well. There goes Licorice. He's going all out. Dominant's going to be popped on the other side as Sniper tries to run for the hills here.
Yep.
He's looking for the turret plate. Is he going to get the grubby spawns, and does take it for him. Zven now chasing him down. Sniper going to look for the outplay, but I don't think he's going to be able to find it. There's just too many Dignitas members here, and they get a kill on Sniper in the side lane.
And really nice from Dignitas being able to recognize
Jensen
again.
gonna have to flash back. Not quite enough damage, but River here to seal the deal. Gets him and flashing the Tomo emote to boot.
Little last hit from River, which again this is the big thing, is this gold is now going to Quid as well. Getting that onto him, he is going to be an absolute menace in these mid-game team fights.
So, as a connoisseur of River emotes, a year and a half ago at MSI, he was spamming the shocked Tomo face. He has gone a little bit more aggressive with the yawning Tomo. I feel like that it's a bit more insulting to see that, and he's been spamming that all game long.
I don't even have to try. Make me sleepy, bro. Let's pick it up.
If we then pair that with the accidental flash timer.
Accidental.
Accidental
Very
flash
interesting.
timer in all chat.
Detective Kobe, I'm
Quid.
liking what you're putting down.
Feels like 100 Thieves getting a little spicier so far.
Was it River in the top lane with the Tomo emote, or was it Quid in the mid lane with the flash timer?
All chat timers.
We need to get you like one of those detective hats.
Who was the one to fully tilt Dignitas?
Yeah.
We'll see if the 3,000 gold lead does it, and Rift Trail to boot will be picked up, and Rift Trail, that basically guarantees that you're going to be able to knock down mid tower, mid the most important one. So Rift Herald with the damage plus the extra Void Grubs that can spawn from it is kind of the perfect tool for a full teamfight team that 100 Thieves have drafted. As Golden Glue is talking about, like this is so much more simple for them to play out. They have an AD carry this time around. They have really, really easy, simple engage.
Licorice is actually going for Sniper here on the bot side. Sniper was waiting in the brush, but it's Licorice who wants the 1v1 and might just have it. Dawning Shadow comes in. There's the Pathmaker trying to chase him down. Needed that in Tofo strikes for the flip back, but now Eyla has arrived. The reinforcements are here, and Licorice could be out of luck. Quid coming in. Doesn't have the Q charged up, so Licorice will be able to back it up. Nice bit of pressure from him. Could have had that 1v1 kill in the side lane. Draws multiple members down.
And you actually pay for that. With multiple members coming down, you know, they did have Jensen on top side. He shoves the wave into the tower, but look at him now. He actually backs off.
Oh, they're TPing. They actually want to try to go for the dive. They're going to try to look for a chase down here as River flashes forward. He's got two, and that's going to be two easy kills. Rack them up for 100 Thieves.
Even with the Maokai ult going down, he's able to immediately get over that. They're going to be able to drop the Herald on this bot side. It should give them more vision down here. We have Jensen responding in top side. He should be able to get that tier 1.
Yeah, that was unfortunate Herald timing there, as they're dropping it forward enough that I think they were hoping they could finish off the tier 1, then get the immediate charge on the tier 2. Either way, they will get the double charge and might even get the tower. If they get the tower, this is going to be like 5k gold lead out of almost nowhere, it feels like.
And most of it is going to Quid.
Oh.
The player that you do not want this gold on, he now has a 2k individual gold lead against Jensen. 1-0-3. Should be completing his second item soon.
Yep. There it is.
And this time around, there's no dog on Dignitas that can save them. Jensen is not on the Nasus. He does have his Trinity Force, but you don't get to just YOLO in there and get 2 kills basically by yourself on this champ, especially being put behind early. So 100 Thieves this time around with a kind of similar lead, although this one is exacerbated by the extra team fight power that they have and the extra engage that they have. But similar state, just more extreme than last game. And there's no comeback potential slingshot, mechanic for Dignitas now. I feel like they really need to hope for a big misplay from 100 Thieves and some mispositioning on the map, some bad macro calls, maybe some Baron kind of risky plays and flips to be able to get back into this one. At least they do have that Trinity Force on Corki, but then you're like, oh, well, let's look at the other mid laner. Shield Bow and the Blade of the Ruined King for Yone. And it just gets painful for the Dignitas view.
And they are able to also stop the Drake stacking, right? And in the first game, 100 Thieves did actually have that really nice little run of play that netted them like 3 turrets and a good lead. And I was glad that in his interview to start this game, Grayson did point that out before then saying, well, then we made an oopsie and then Nasus just destroyed us, right? To your point, Kobe, there is no Nasus in this game, and we'll see if 100 Thieves are able to potentially close this game out in a clean way. Because where they could lose it is in a blown team fight.
Yep, and I think the next thing for them, set up your vision around the Baron. 2 minutes.
Yep.
They're on the clock. 20 minutes as soon as Baron arrives. Like, your lead is substantial enough, and your turn off of Baron is threatening enough that simply by getting that vision behind it, leading up to it, you should be able to get more picks or more resources away from Dignitas and continue to starve them.
Yeah, it just feels like Dignitas is going to need a lot of time to get this Corki to a point where he's relevant, and it's 100 Thieves' job to not give him that time, to keep the pressure on, to keep threatening, to take away these jungle camps, to slingshot themselves further and further forward. Something we talked about so much this season is how the top teams really do starve you out. As Quid hunting for Zven, he's going to chuck him incredibly low. He's going to kill him. Doesn't even need the ulti, doesn't even need the auto attacks. Just knocks them down on the other side. It's Licorice going all out, trying to finish off River, but in comes Sniper, in comes Eyla, locking him down. 2 more kills go their way, and now the fate is sealed. Bullet time over the top gets Isles.
Oh my gosh, Quid is absolutely popping off. I'm so happy to see him on this Yone, on something with such carry potential. They've been able to get him the kills, and now it's paying off with even more kills.
Yeah, we're going to have to censor the VODs for this one. It's going to get really painful for Dignitas. Brutal 7,000 gold lead. Well, let's see. They're still looking for, the hero play this time around. I guess it can all start with a single cancel on a recall.
Yeah.
Believe in the comeback. Do you believe?
Nope.
Emily?
I mean, it's tough. They're looking for a hero, but they only got some of the less cool heroes like Aquaman and stuff. They got the guy who could shoot a bow and arrow really well. It's like, come on, bro.
Like that's some regular people can do that.
Regular people can do that, and regular people can do this because Quid just auto attacked him to death.
Regular Yone! That's you. You at home.
No,
right
probably not.
Yeah,
But
that's
you might
exactly
think
what
you
it would
can.
look like when I play Yone. No, not at all.
That actually was Emily. There's a replay.
I got you, baby girl. Anything?
See, it was Emily.
There you go. Golden Glue pumped up about that 100 Thieves. Looking like they have this second game all but wrapped up. They're onto the Baron. Dignitas going to TP in. We'll see if there's going to be any sort of a commitment. Eyla has a good angle here to try to look for it. Quid's going over the wall. He's looking for Spica. The ultis are coming through. But is there turnaround damage from Dignitas? Jensen standing and firing. Sniper's gone. River's getting low. Can't quite keep him alive. On the other side, it's Quid, though, and he's battling against everyone here. They're trying to lock him down. Faded Steel comes over the top, does knock down Zven. Now Isles has got to flash out of there. Quid snapping back. He's in a 1v3 briefly, but he likes those odds. He shouldn't have, but he did. He went back in. Dignitas get another shutdown. At the end of the day, they got 4 kills there. They lost 2.
I was joking, but it all did start with that recall cancel.
Aquaman's pretty good.
True. I mean, the big thing is to see how that team fight played out again as we see them coming in, because when 100 Thieves come off of this, Quid sees the angle going in, River hits the Amumu ult, but then Jensen is able to get out, and both Jensen and Zven are doing a ton of damage across this.
Yeah, I would call out Zven and Isles in this team fight, because Zven pulls Isles back, Kalista ult, out of this Amumu ult, and Isles goes back in, knock up into Senna snare, into Senna heals over the top, while both of those ranged carries from Dig were able to get enough damage that they actually turned around the numbers. It is, though, I still think, very hard to actually make the full comeback for Dignitas. Again, you don't have any magic damage on the Maokai. It is full tank. It was the locket into the Warmogs. And so you are fully relying on this Corki and this Kalista to actually carry the team fights. It'll be interesting to see. The Senna shields and heals have been front and center, honestly. So this is maybe like a true test of this champion, like how powerful really is Senna right now, because they are definitely going to need that. The Moonstone here now on top of the Echoes, so you get to see the really big numbers. Maybe Dignitas can actually snowball off this fight and off the team fight. Because currently, you see the Amumu just taking away dragons, so they aren't really going to be able to stack those dragons very soon in this game, and it really is going to look a lot more like multiple Baron defenses.
And I will say, there's not that much over on the 100 Thieves, right? You know, there's no tabbies. There's just the one Frozen Heart that was purchased second there from River. No tabbies at all. It's just HP so far that has been built up. You know, maybe more will be picked up as we do go forward. Now tabbies is going to be bought there by Sniper, but you know, not the end of the world. But for me, the biggest thing in that fight is, you know, the engage was good, but Quid wasn't connected with the engagers, right? Like if he had been there at the start, the backline just dies instantly, and now he has IE. So now it's at that point where a Q and a couple autos kill you when that guy goes in. You know, Infinity Edge is really time to be terrified. But at the same time, you know, you are still relatively squishy. If you go forward and Spica wraps you up and locks you down and you get burst down, there's maybe an angle for Dignitas. Obviously still very far behind though.
Yeah, and I like what they're setting up now with Sniper pushing out.
Oh, River's going in onto Spica. Are they going to commit more to it? He bandit tosses back in. The Dawn of Shadow trying to counter out that bullet time. Is it going to be enough? The Locket comes through. They're buying a lot of time. They committed to him. They lost their support for it, but Jensen now caught, and Sniper's in the back line looking after Zven. On one side, Sniper is cutting through him, trying to buy time for Quid to get there. Quid gets the knock up onto Licorice, and Tomo now does get that double top through onto Zven. Will they chase through for more? Isles trying to keep them alive here, trying to find the bounce as it's Sniper running through behind them. Quid trying to get here with the rest of the team. They're turning in onto Sniper. Licorice goes all out and he's trying to knock him down, but I don't think he has the damage quite to do it. No, he does as Quid snaps back. It's a 1-for-1, but they do survive for now. This game is turning really bloody, and I think it's benefiting Dignitas because 100 Thieves are not looking that controlled with the lead.
Yeah, and they haven't looked super coordinated in terms of when Quid is going in and what targets he's selecting alongside Sniper, especially on the back half of this fight.
Okay. That's a couple autos, and he almost went down there. Isles is going to chase. Jensen is TP'd, and they want to actually knock down Quid. He's going to get rooted up, but there's a flash over the wall from Eyla. The engage is huge. 100 Thieves get just what they need. What a turnaround there from the Rell. This surely could be a look towards Baron.
The first pick, Rell! The first pick right over the
That's
wall.
Why you pick it, baby.
I knew that's exactly what you were going to say. You were like, oh yeah, first pick Rell coming in. We loved it. But that is the kind of setup you want for one of these team fights, right? With a coordinated engage, they're able to get it. They're going to be able to get this Baron.
Spica, it does have flash, so he might look, but doesn't really see an angle. Eyla is there to ward him off any sort of attempt. It's 100 Thieves, AK up, and the Baron. 2 dragons to their name. They're looking good.
So, Emily, is that how you draw up your Baron takes?
Oh, yeah.
That's
for sure.
That's as planned when you have your 7,000 gold lead, comfortable, methodical Baron achieved by 100 Thieves. No need to look back at the last couple team fights.
Yeah,
I
mean,
and you look at the fact that they got Baron, and it's all looking good.
I like their sideways setup, you know, but not bad. I think they protected it well. I'll say that.
Yeah, they definitely got in there with the deep teleport from Sniper, looking for the flank angle and the extra little bit of chase down. So we'll see if Dignitas now can actually, well, Jensen. Everybody's going for Jensen. He has no teleport.
Jensen in a lot of trouble. This one should be easy. Tries the Valkyrie, but there's nowhere safe to go. Shattering Strike connects. All the CC is there. And Sniper gonna bite him in half.
I was like, oh, we'll now see if Dignitas can defend at their towers. Well, it's going to be harder now.
Well, they were at their towers, so maybe. You know. We'll see. They are looking to put the finishing touches on this 100 Thieves. Coming in, Licorice back with the squad, but the wave clear is not very strong on the Dignitas side, and the Baron up minions are going to make it tough. Quid also looking for that bot lane.
Yeah, and Quid should just be able to take this turret almost entirely by himself.
Yeah, over on the other side, Licorice is kind of playing with them. River going to go over the wall, flash forward, triple Amumu ulti, locks them down, and the bullet time comes through. Licorice goes all out to just run away, but the Magnet Storm is going to seal the deal here. Eyla again finds a beauty engage to follow up on the fight starter there from River. 100 Thieves looking to even the score here as Licorice going to be sent packing back to the fountain. 100 Thieves have all 5 members here. Jensen's back up, but they don't even care. Sola and Bound popped, and it's going to be a flash and a Valkyrie back to the well for Jensen. 100 Thieves battle back in game number 2. 27 minutes in, we are all tied up.
I haven't seen a nice Curse of the Sad bullet time in a while. Like, you see, when you lock in these champs, you know exactly how you want to execute it. We saw it finally at the end of that game. But again, getting all of that gold onto Quid. Some of the team fights weren't pretty, but 100 Thieves tie it up.
Really good early games from 100 Thieves. Last time around, Dignitas were able to come back with some heroics in the mid game, but Golden Glue and the 100 Thieves coaching staff seem to think, yeah, as long as we don't have that little blooper in the mid game, then they've really got the advantage.
Yeah, and it's looking like they were right in game number 2. And remember, during the Summer Split, you could win a trip to Worlds 2024 or a set of 7 Player of the Week statues. Use your MasterCard to make a purchase from the in-client store and save your card on file to be entered for a chance to win. Now we're heading over to the LCS Lounge.
Thank you very much, Azael. 1-1, all tied up.
It's a banger.
It is a banger. 100 Thieves played well.
They did.
I'd say 100 Thieves played well this game.
I was a little concerned after the draft, actually, when we were talking about it, Fudge, but they played it out quite well.
I mean, I think Dignitas honestly just lost the game on their own. I feel like here they knew that Amumu was spot side before Maokai.
Let's back it up
a little bit. Let's back it up just a little bit.
Amumu shows on the ward, I believe, right near mid lane, and then they stay instead of just basing.
And watch Isles here. I feel like there is a miscommunication here. If Isles just stays in lockstep with Zven, he still has flash, so he could absorb some CC. Maybe Zven could keep running. There's a chance Eyla just CCs him anyway, but I think we were expecting him to block that. And then this was Jensen losing his little flash here.
Yeah, I mean, Quid is definitely in this guy's head right here because I don't think after the initial Q, I mean, he was just scared. I didn't think he needed to flash there, but
oh
Sniper,
no.
Yeah, Sniper on Renekton, you know, this is why he picked Renekton. You gotta 1v2 them. Like
that was crazy.
The swap too. He started 0-2 in the early game based off of the early portions, but they're going for a dive on Sniper this time.
Yeah, they were able to get a little bit back here. Unfortunately, after this play, I'm not sure if we're going to have the replay as well.
What is Jensen doing?
Yeah.
Okay, he sees the teleport.
The counterplay is going to happen.
His entire team's bot side, and he walks up to auto-attack the melee minions. What is he thinking here? I don't understand. He is completely out of it, I feel.
Yeah, bad early laning phase, bad mid game for Jensen here for sure.
No.
And then you just see a quit montage.
Quittington.
The rest of the game is just a
Oh,
quit
he's
montage.
quitting on them.
Oh, it's a horror show. On this side of the map, it's just fire. They had a huge lead at this stage of the game, 100 Thieves.
Yeah, the game was just completely blown open. I think Quid Yone is just too good. So
he was smurfing.
Yeah, he was definitely smurfing on them. And Jensen did not have a very good Corki game.
Glimmer of hope for Dig right here.
I don't know how this went bad at all. I guess Yone kind of went on the wrong person. Probably shouldn't go on Maokai. But yeah, Corki and Kalista's got the free hit. It's a pretty good fight from Dignitas.
Yeah.
And then Quid ended up like wasting flash on Senna. And then had no flash with his E right here.
Yeah, I mean, Quid this whole game was just trying to extend the play. He looked a little tilted after this, to be honest, but they did manage to pull it out in the end. Yeah, really, E snaps him back, then he goes in again because he was probably dead anyway. And then this play, he's just kind of styling at the red buff, and Dig think that they can counter them. And
they're not tracking Rell at all here.
No!
They're not thinking about Rell whatsoever. And Rell still has flash ult from the last fight, didn't use it, I guess. So.
And they're back.
Yeah, the game's lost.
Open. Oh my God. Well, like, what do you do if you're in that position as Dignitas? Because there were moments where they felt like 100 Thieves was crumbling at the Baron moment, I would suppose. At that stage of the game, do you think, like, what would your mentality be as Dig?
I mean, you're just going to try to farm and hope that the enemy team ends. Obviously, they thought Yone was inting, right? They just didn't calculate Rell at all. They knew MF was there, but they were not thinking about Rell already being there. I think they were just super desperate because they inted so much early game that they felt like they needed something crazy to happen. I can't really blame them for going for that, but I think it's more of an early game issue. It's going to
be really interesting for me to track how much Dig tries to correct for early game issues versus just picking more scaling. I think if you're to do small tweaks to this draft, maybe they pick Renekton blind instead of the Cassante, but that's really nitpicky. Who knows if that would have decided the game. Either way, it means Dig has side select for next game. It's a 1-1 series. It's an elimination series as well, so a lot of pressure on these next 3 games, and game 3 is coming up right after this break.
Hey, we're 100 Thieves.
And we're gonna do a Tandem 1v1.
Let's go. What are we banning? We have bans.
Yo guys, don't ban the champion I'm thinking of right now.
Ban some like easy champ. Right, they're gonna play.
Caitlyn, guys? Why are you guys just banning ADCs? Yeah. We play top and jungle, guys.
Okay, you can play top lane. You wanna play Riven?
I'll do this.
Or no.
This is broken.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh my gosh!
You need to tell me when I can Q, you know?
What?
Yes!
I'm F flash, bro.
E and W like kind of easy.
Oh, no. I don't want this deep flash.
We can change in game.
Good luck, guys.
We can change in game.
Change?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
And then
The A
should
might
be good now.
I'm gonna E when you.
Yeah, you guys are so freaking trash.
Go pro.
Oh my.
No, we
Q!
can.
Oh shit! Land your Q!
E 1 second, E 1 second.
Yo, hold on.
Hold up.
Nah, keep freaking fight, bro. Keep freaking fight. Keep freaking fight. Let's get him.
One more.
Frack!
Push
I need to go keyboard, bro.
Your
freaking trash.
so sucks, bro.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Oh,
Okay.
You'll be good. You'll be good.
Oh, we're gonna win that.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy win. We need poke then.
Gotcha, okay.
yes.
Level 3 first.
Oh,
Freaking E.
Like,
Freaking E, bro. Where's your W?
Help back.
There you go.
go down, bro.
Okay. It's like this. Okay.
Yo, get
Hard to get, bro. Hard to get.
Okay.
like,
What the frick? Okay.
go.
They have good champ, no?
They suck, bro. They suck.
Q.
Oh my god.
Just go.
Oh, okay, I'm running. Freaking just keep running, bro. Just keep running.
Oh.
We're okay.
I can E.
Yeah, just
Go.
Dodging, Q. Dodging.
Oh.
I need to cut now.
You're good.
Kai.
Why? You guys are maxing Q, bro. Freaking cringe. They're level 6? What the freak?
Sure.
Yeah. We won level 6.
Oh, I'm lucky.
Oh, sorry. I went the freaking other way for no reason.
Nah, dive is not. We have to kill him. That's can't win.
Maybe I
I'm a
should
big
E
one.
max.
Is it on the mini?
Oh, yeah. Or W.
30 seconds.
Get that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
W here?
That's the base.
Keep it
That's
up.
the base.
No, flash your top.
That's the base.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay,
guys, go
okay.
home. You can't win.
Yeah, we can.
Go home.
What should
Alright,
we
we're coming back
What
now.
should we buy?
I'm just gonna go.
We got so much gold. Yo, I think now by count, like, the game's over.
Oh, what the? Kill him!
Freaking W.
Hell no.
Yo,
what are you
What the frick do we do, River? We're getting destroyed, bro.
Look, look.
You can do this? You can do this?
Push. Push.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Just cut it out. You're good.
No better this guy.
Yeah.
Oh!
W. Back.
Oh my god! I freaking AFK for a second there.
Easy.
Wait, we should base, I think.
Yeah, we're
No, we can base.
One shot.
Yeah, and we already have item, you know? So, like, it's always good for this.
Oh, kill!
W, River! No! Oh my gosh! Freaking I should W out!
Your season's over. Time for vacation.
Okay, bro.
I don't think we are a good combo. I don't want to team with you anymore.
Oh, too easy. Thank you for watching.
See you.
On Kalista.
He has
He has nothing. Can he look still?
Yeah, I can look.
They're gonna try to churn. They're gonna try and churn maybe. He's dead. Nice.
Oh,
It's okay.
It's good.
I can get promo top as well now. 2v1 mid. Nice, guys. Good job.
Senna ulti
Senna
too.
North.
We're fighting bot, okay?
Yeah, Yone ulted.
I'm coming as well.
Yeah, no E.
He's gonna die
Pass flash.
eventually.
Okay, someone need to take over mid, maybe. He will die on bot for sure.
Can I just run mid here? I think it's fine.
Oh, W him.
Yeah. That TP backs up
Nice.
with Yone.
Nice.
Can we just fight here?
Yeah, we
I
can.
just
coming.
I just committed. Cassante dead.
They're here.
Kill Maokai.
They're giving.
Oh, I guess
Should I use Herald bot here?
Yeah. It's good if you can, Riv. It's really good.
They might look me.
Cassante can be mid right now. I can just come after
Maokai
this wave
here.
up.
Yeah.
Cassante
Cassante coming.
Yeah, can we see Cassante? I'm slowly coming to
Nice.
you.
Kalista dead,
You can
Kalista dead.
fight him. River, I'm here with you.
Look fight is good. Look fight is
I'm
good.
coming, River. I'm
I
coming.
saw Volti.
Hey, look,
Can we look Corki?
Kasante,
We can look their
Kasante.
chunk.
Yeah.
We can look their group.
Help,
We can
guys.
look their group.
I got you, baby girl.
Anything?
I'll stop here.
I'll trigger once. They're
Got
on
me.
me. They're on me.
Come back
I'm
a
on
bit if you
MF.
can. Look at MF. I'm
I
going
have no
MF.
flash. I have
I'm
no
going
flash.
MF. I'm going MF. Stop
5
back.
seconds, 5
Stop
seconds,
back.
5 seconds ult.
MF will die.
2 seconds ult.
Yeah, look me. I can W.
I
Look me.
have to tie it. Go. I can't fight him.
I flash out. W and fire.
I don't flash. Oh, yes,
No, run. W2.
No
If he
flash.
goes.
Yo.
Yeah, you can look.
No flash, no flash. He's rooted.
Nice. Just space. Just get tempo.
I got it. Look.
I have TP.
Wait,
I can look
I
TP. I can
vault,
look
I
TP.
vault.
You guys can go whenever. It's
We're
good fight.
looking-
I'm
Maokai.
TPing behind. I'm TPing behind. Fight is good, guys. Fight
Maokai's
is good.
one HP.
Maokai.
Maokai's one
I'm
HP.
coming right now.
He's dead.
Look Kalista.
We
okay?
can win. We can win.
Corki.
Don't W Corki, guys.
I'm
Don't
going,
W.
I'm going Kalista
Okay,
one time
sir.
here.
I'm coming.
Yeah, they can look on me one
Yeah,
time.
someone help Renekton.
They can jump on you.
I'm okay. Look Kasante one time. I'm 1 HP. I'm dead.